The new Alliance raid is Final Fantasy XI crossover now. Neat. If I remember, Final Fantasy VII was your favorite. Final Fantasy VI is my favorite, but Final Fantasy VII is definitely up there. It's probably my second favorite. Really like Final Fantasy IX as well. 8, I kind of skipped over. The envoy is here. Thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forgo the usual pleasantries, if I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravanians. Aye. The dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and the battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Aymeric himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of noble houses' finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own, too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. You're painting a grim picture, lady. My lady, sorry. It is reinforcements you seek then? We do, though it pricks our pride. It is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the horde. Sir Aymeric would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well, I shall report to Korthus at once. I must warn you, however, the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all 3 grand companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more, considering our past dealings with Eorzean Alliance. I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the heads of the grand companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Aymeric's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You faced Midgardsormr and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Right. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. Twould seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, old. We are kind of flying through quests here. I think there's like a single person trial involved these days. Like, they changed how this worked. It used to be like this raid or something on broken bridges or something. Yeah, how goes the questing? It's going pretty good. I think we got something dramatic coming up soon. Actually, just many dramatic
The sons
things.
must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken.
Oh man, if I was to be held accountable for the things my dad did, I would be pissed.
Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Do the dragon head. The steps of faith? Yeah. I want to say that's what, like, the old trial used to be. Maybe it's still a thing. I remember, like, a dragon waddling towards, the castle. And I think that's what they replaced. I may be wrong. But it was something that would come up in, like, random roulettes. Do I not fight creatures like in the older games? I've lost the context. We will be fighting creatures. Which creatures and where, I'm not sure. I mean, dragons and people. It seems I was the swifter old. You too, however, have arrived in time with time to spare, for our host is yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about camp tells of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot. And what is a claw? Do 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 do. I don't remember if they reworked that one, to be honest. I can't remember doing it in years, though. That could be. I wouldn't say years. I think it was reworked when they did like the 7.2 changes. Heretic scum, how dare they meddle with our divine protections? I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. That's exactly what it means. Tenterhooked. When I laid eyes upon Ishgard, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones. And it's just a classic case of getting tenterhooked, I guess. The gates of judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. Our first line of defense can be so easily shattered. Could be 6.2. 7.2 hasn't released yet. It got reworked mid-late Endwalker, I think. I could have swore I played more recently than that. I appear to have been mistaken. Haven't done it in ages. Makes sense. I'm excited to see what it looks like now. We need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield in the city from invasion. Mother will be fine, and... Mother... They've got feelings, Alphino. Big feelings. It would seem the heretics struck the first, and most telling blow against Ishgard. Scions, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. My apologies, we chanced to hear there had been trouble at the gates and thought prudent to investigate the cause. And you've learned of the heretics' treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders, and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Aymeric waits you. Okay.